I will be playing a video clip from Piers Morgan's show about Dave Rubin. This guy is another level Zionist. Don't go anywhere because this clip, even though it is short, but he got called out by Krystal Ball. I'll show you the video in a second again, but I want to give you some idea about Dave Rubin, what he said recently. Take a listen.
What's happening in France right now is a really strange perversion of how democratic rule is supposed to be, in that the party of the right, I will not say far right, but the party of, because if you listen to Marine Le Pen, who is the leader of what is thought of as the far right party, we've played several of her speeches on my show, and if you listen to her speeches, she doesn't say anything racist.
Basically, in this video, in this interview, I should say, he is calling the French election as rigged. Why? Because Marine Le Pen, the far-right candidate, lost the parliamentary election. He supports this far-right group so much that, can you imagine, he is calling this election, French election of a country, as rigged just because his candidate lost it. Listen a little bit more.
She doesn't. She talks about the love of France and she talks about she literally talks about classically liberal values of that country.
Yeah, right. Not only this, but Dave Rubin is very, very galling to really watch him talk. But I want to point out a few other things here, how much he hates Hamas and the Palestinian people. Take a look at this one. So he was celebrating when this IDF diaper army, they captured and tortured some of these resistance forces in Gaza. So he said, happy Chanouk or Kanuk, whatever, Hanukkah. Hamas terrorists, quote unquote, are crawling out of the tunnels, surrendering in mass. And he was so foolish. He's so stupid. He believed at that time, it was posted like, when what is posted? This post came out in the beginning of this oppression, the war in Gaza, and he thought that, voila, we're going to win it. So he was celebrating this, but now how many months? 9 months into the war, it is not ending. So this child, this infantile, when he celebrated this kind of torture and human right violation by the diaper soldier army IDF of the Palestinian people, the resistance force, it shows his character and how stupid, what a moron this guy is. Not only that he's a moron in the sense that he supports Zionism, but he's also a moron when he talks about Candace Owen. Let's take a listen.
I think she's a little confused about some of the things, but I think, well, I hope you heard the overriding part, which is that I don't want to make it personal with her. I don't really consider us friends anymore. But that's just like the nature of the reality of the thing that we're all in. I think she's a little confused about some of the things.
She's not confused about some of the things. You are confused. Candace Owen is the brave woman of our time, and she pretty much eviscerates Zionism, the idea of anti-Semitism and its narrative. She is so doing good. The only problem we do have is people like Dave Rubin, who is completely biased, doesn't want to accept the reality, doesn't even want to call what is happening in Gaza as genocide. Now he went extra mile, Dave Rubin, and take a look at what he is calling this young girls. So the logo reads basically "Fadis are for free Palestine." So this is what was written on the shirt. Take a look at what he said. Hamas would not even rape these cows. Can you believe this? I mean, this is another level of hatred he has for the Palestinian resistance force and for Palestinians in general, that he would compare Hamas to rape cows. Unbelievable. This is a hardcore Zionist, Dave Rubin. I do believe you need to really educate yourself to know who he really is. This guy is a snake. Take a look at what he does when you do expose his Zionism. He will block you. You are blocked. A lot of people have tried to leave a comment criticizing his views, but then they only got blocked. So don't believe that rat. He works for Zionist Dave Rubin, who dropped the mask completely after October 7th, to the point he went bananas, blocking people who called out his Zionist loyalty. So this is the level of insanity we are seeing from this spectacularly, outrageously person who is absolutely very, very galling to watch, has no knowledge, very, very gaslighting his audience all the time. He has a YouTube channel. Don't go where. Don't go there to watch his videos. He is just a stupid idiot. You'll be wasting your time. Now, let's talk about how he got called out in Piers Morgan's show. Let's play the video.
Who is the Democrat nominee in the end?
Yes, it will be Joe Biden. It should be. He's fine. Ask his number one supporter. Harry, is he good to go? Harry says yes. Let's go.
And if it's Trump-Biden, who wins, Taurus?
Trump.
Okay, Dave Rubin.
Wait,
Well, first off, I just want to say
Wait a
that I
second.
think every Democrat should vote for Jill Stein. That is the answer here for the Democrat Party, and that would be a good move for
Hear that,
all lefties right there. That's one thing. No, I think that
Sorry, I
the
oppose
pressure will come
genocide.
to
It's
bear.
just a little-
the
little thing
machine,
I've got.
there is no genocide. Get over it. Okay.
They killed
the
8%
machine
of the
and the pressure will
population in
become
Gaza.
too big
There
to
is very
bear,
much a
and
genocide.
they will push Biden out, and they just don't have a mechanism for it to be anyone other than Kamala.
what you have noticed when Krystal Ball, she's an author, she is a political commentator in the States, when she mentioned that you guys have killed the Zionists, including, obviously Dave Rubin is also responsible for this genocide happening in Gaza, because people like him, they're fueling this kind of genocide. When he got called out, and Krystal Ball, she mentioned specifically that 8% of the population you just wiped out, he did not bother to respond to her. He continued on with his rant, which is about what happened with Joe Biden and Trump. And the reason for that is because these cowards, these morons, whenever you object, whenever you challenge them in their views of Zionism, they're so embedded with this brainwashed mindset about Zionism. They love it so much that anytime they fear or they feel any resistance, they feel somebody is going to be challenging their views, they immediately freak out. They immediately go running. And this is exactly what he's doing by not focusing on what Krystal Ball was saying, because he knows he doesn't have a rebuttal for it. And so, better not pay attention to this.
These right there. That's one thing. No, I think that
Sorry, I
the
oppose
pressure will come
genocide.
to
It's
bear.
just a little-
the
little thing
machine,
I've got.
there is no genocide. Get over it. Okay.
They killed
the
8%
machine
of the
and the pressure will
population in
become
Gaza.
too big
There
to
is very
bear,
much a
and
genocide.
they will push.
So you have heard it. She was pointing it out one more time. There is a genocide going on. You kill 8% of the population. And Dave Rubin was like, no, this is not a genocide. Get over it. We got over it. We killed hundreds and thousands of children. So what? I still love Zionism. I love them so much. He is a Zionist to his bone. This is the level of loyalty he has for those genocide maniacs. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.